left on the channel members splash screen there. Might have to make a new one soon. Thank you to all my channel members. We are back in College Football 25 and we're facing 2-8 Navy this week. We're finally ranked, but let's look at our past. We beat FCS Southeast 41-10, Old Dominion 35-14. We barely beat Appalachian State by 1. But then we absolutely blew out Liberty 69-35. We lost 34-16 to University of Texas San Antonio. That was our first loss of the season. We beat Charlotte the week after that. Then we have that game against Army, which we win. And then we lose by 6 to Temple after that. And that was the last video, but then I beat Florida Atlantic 24-19. Then I beat Tulsa 32-15. And right before this video, I absolutely blew out North Texas 71-34. Their QB threw like 6 interceptions that game. It was crazy. But we're going up against 2-8 Navy. And this is our final home game of the season, so I'm throwing on the black on black alternates. Because folks, we're going to a funeral today. Like I said, this is the last game of the season before any potential bowl games coming up. So, we're putting on the all blacks, throwing on the alternates out here. It would have been cool if the cheerleaders and marching band and stuff like that also had the all blacks. But, no. They're just wearing the standard colors, so of course, as usual, I put in the entirety of the opening 2 drives. The kick return right there. I do have to say I am still enjoying this game quite a bit, but as the new car smell has kind of faded away, there are some cracks starting to show. First of all, the top 25 ranking system that they're using in this game is absolutely terrible. There are some really unrealistic top 25 rankings and things like that. Also, the interception issue is still a major issue. Like, it is way too easy to get picked off in this game. And the sort of thing that happens all the time in Madden that I was hoping wouldn't happen in this game still happens in this game, where the defense has like eyes in the back of their head and they just like magnet towards the ball. You'll see like safeties running, corners running, and then they'll like turn as the ball's in midair the second you throw it and like just stick to the ball. Which in my opinion, like for a game like this, is just completely unacceptable that that's still in the game. That's like one of my biggest complaints about Madden. Also, the wear and tear system and substitutions need a lot of work in my opinion. That was a great catch though right there. Deep contested catch. He goes up aggressive and comes down with it. We are marching down a little bit here. Jake Garcia, 26 touchdowns on the year so far. But yeah, there definitely are some issues, and there are certain things that happen that do make it feel a bit like a Madden reskin. That, as at first they're a little bit more forgivable, but as you play the game more and more, like your offensive line when you're on offense, it doesn't matter. Like you can have a 99 overall rated offensive line. If you're going up against a team that's a 70 overall, they'll still get past your O-line and like put pressures on your QB. And there we go, first touchdown of the game. Really good pass played there to Patterson, who hits the gritty, the most awkward looking gritty I've ever seen. Let's see the replay on this one. You see Trey Patterson. He's just wide open right there. Boom. But yeah, see how all three of those defenders like all sort of came together on the receiver right there. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That's not how that play would actually look in a real football game. Ooh, the fake kick, and it's good. Ain't nothing the 2-point. But like I was saying, like when you're on offense, the offensive line, no matter how highly rated it is, and how poorly rated the opponent's team is, the QB is getting pressured way too much. I saw clips on the College Football 25 subreddit. Somebody was a 99 overall Georgia team that they'd obviously been playing with in Dynasty mode, getting top recruiting classes for a long time. And they were playing a 78 overall FCS school, and their QB was just getting sacked over and over, and they had absolutely no time in the pocket. But then regardless of how bad the opponent's offensive line is, they'll always like hold up. Like they're a team of like NFL all-pro offensive linemen. Like the opponent QB always will have like, 5, 6, 7 seconds back in the pocket, no matter how good your defense is and how bad their O-line is. So it's things like that that are very reminiscent of Madden, where they give like unfair advantages to the AI opponent, and they, instead of the difficulty being some dynamic thing, it's more like increasing the difficulty just will make your players play worse and their players play better, which is the laziest way to increase difficulty in a video game. It's not dynamic at all. So it is things like that, like I said, the new car smell from College Football 25 has faded a little bit, and those are things that I think need to be worked on for the next iteration of the game. I'm not 100% confident that they will be, because it is EA, but we'll see how it goes. I still think this is better than any Madden game that I've played in recent years by a long shot, but the interception issues, the O-line issues, things like that definitely need to be fixed. And I have been messing with some sliders, not in this video, but the next video. I did some custom sliders, made the opponent's defense a little bit worse, made the wide receivers and O-line a little bit better for the player side. So we'll see if those slider changes will fix things. I haven't played around with them yet. That was after I recorded all this, but anyway, 4th and 6 for Navy on their opening drive. They go for a field goal, and it is no good. So the first two plays the game. East Carolina gets a touchdown and then a 2-point conversion. Navy misses a field goal. The Pirates are off to a fantastic start. And look at that, the nice little bubble play works. Get a 2nd and inches there. A little bit later in the drive, 2nd and 15, but it gets picked off right there, unfortunately. And I was originally going to put 2 games in this video, but because I thought this was going to be I was going to pick this and then a bowl game and then the season be over. But we actually got like 2 bowl games, so there's gonna be one more video where I do both those in one. So this is just gonna be this Navy game, the final game of the season for us. 4th and inches for Navy, and we blow it up right there. So we get the ball on like our 10, and then we hand it off. He gets a nice little jump in there, just getting his legs working, no big deal. That drive doesn't end up going anywhere, so a little bit later here, he throws it there. 4th and 2. They go for another field goal here. There's about 2 minutes left. the second quarter, so we're inching near to halftime here. They let that 2-minute warning hit. 2 minutes in the clock, and this time the field goal is good, so it's 8-3 East Carolina. As we get near to halftime here, so not a very high scoring affair. And as always, I try and return every single kickoff. I don't do any of this take a knee stuff and try to, get the safe field position. I always go for it every time. Just like this. That should have been a catch right there. 3rd and inches to be. And he gets the conversion. Minute 13 left, 1st and 10. Around the 45-yard line. To Y, look at that, and the catch is good up to the 35. A minute 3 left, and we gotta hit that power bubble right there. Gotta see if we can get that Y going around. Oop, handoff, and he gets up. Picks up 3 yards. It's up 2nd and 7. And you see that B route right there. That's exactly where my mind's going. No, we take off 3rd and 6, like any yard there. 46 seconds left to call a timeout. Not exactly what we had in mind on that play. Because I'm always looking for the big pass play. That's what I'm always going for. Right there. Ooh, and we get the juke. Get up to like the, what is that? Like maybe the 8-yard line. The 7 maybe. Handoff, fake right into the end zone, but he drops it. 32 seconds left, 2nd and goal. That should have been the one if he could have just got that secured. I do love the shiny purple on the helmets, though. The contrast with the matte black looks great. Handoff, tries to get it going again. 3rd and goal, 26 seconds left. Clock is ticking. So alright, let's go slants, X, and it's a pick. Right there, just not what you want. That is the worst position. And as a Seahawks fan, I'm having flashbacks, but Navy don't do anything with it, so we kick off to start the 2nd half. And absolutely blow this dude up. Tried to force a fumble there, but it did not happen. So opening play of the 2nd half for Navy right now. Oh my gosh, just take that dude out completely. 3rd and 3. Navy trying to convert the 3rd down on a pass. But the ball is not loose and it's no good. They're forced to punt here. Boom, punt right there. Oh, off to the right, look at that juke. But we get wrapped up, we get to the 50-yard line just about. Just gonna run a simple run play here to start things. Don't want to get too fancy with it. At the 2nd and 4, I do notice because of the interceptions in this game and how common they are, it does make you like really go run heavy with your offense because you're afraid if you pass it too much, you're just gonna turn the ball over, which is like the worst possible outcome there. But right now, we're just pounding them in the ground, up to the maybe the 41-yard line at the moment. Out to Y, but he jumps the route. I don't know how he knew that bubble was coming. Again, that's that AI cheating, but he jumps the route. 58-yard pick 6, and they are going for 2. They're trying to get the 3-point lead. He keeps it, he tosses, and it's good. So it's 11-8 Navy. And the 2-8 Navy is currently beating the 9-2 rank 24 East Carolina in East Carolina in the final home game of the season, which is just absolutely absurd. Garcia rolls out Ooh, catch right there, but we immediately get the lead back. An absolutely fantastic catch right there. And the pose. Patterson has been an absolute beast for us all season. It's really a shame this is his senior year. He's going to be out of here next year. He's been our only wide receiver that hasn't dropped every single target that goes his way. Thankfully, we have that 4-star wide receiver recruit coming in next year, but Patterson is an absolute beast. So 3rd down for Navy. Ooh, and look at that. Ooh, should have been a pick. Should have been a pick, but it's a 4th down instead. That one's gonna haunt him. Might haunt the team. Especially because right there, I think you all just saw that. That was a roughing the punter. So we go from a potential pick, which given the field position would probably have been a pick 6, to giving them the ball back after forcing a 4th down, which is a brutal swing, especially if they score here. Let's see, 1st and 10, 14, 11. Oh, try to get him there, 2nd and 8. Yeah, but thankfully they don't score there. Our ball. Go up for it. No. Good. But I mean, we do still have the lead. We're in the dying moments of the 3rd quarter. We just have to be smart with the ball here. And that's a great reception going up to the 45-yard line. Patterson has just been so reliable, an absolute beast. Getting those 50-50 balls for us. Oh, I can't see. We were just absolutely destroying them with the run game earlier. But these last few plays, no, we can't get anything going on the ground, which isn't what you want. But we're starting to now get a little bit going in the air. It's basically exclusively to Patterson. He's been getting some big yardage for us there on those plays. Oh, but we get one there. That's one good run. Get the juke, go up to the 10. Can't keep it going, but we get to 1st and goal. Dying seconds in the 3rd. Might get one play off here before the next quarter. Hand off. And he's down 2nd and goal. And we're going into the 4th quarter now with a 3-point lead. So if we can score here, you know, at least get 3, but preferably get 6. But instead, that's a pick 6, but it's a fumble, and they end up recovering the fumble off the pick 6. 3rd down now for them after that whole sequence. And the QB absolutely takes off, but then he fumbles the ball, and we recover. So just an absurd series of unfortunate events here to start the 4th quarter. Can't convert the 3rd down right there, and it's a 40-yard field goal attempt. I've yet to make a field goal in this game. But there we go, we make the 40-yarder. And we now have a 6-point lead. It's, if they get a touchdown, we have to stop the field goal, or the extra point basically, but oh my gosh, that sack right there makes our job a little bit easier. 4th and 8. And they're punting it. 3 minutes left in the game, and the clock is going down. 6-point lead for the Pirates, so we just have to, keep the ball secure, make smart plays, don't turn the ball over. And we are in this, but instead we get yet another interception. But I'm sorry, that one right there is a perfect example of what I've been complaining about, because that guy was not even looking at the ball or the QB in an actual NFL game, that would not have been an interception. But in this game, he just reaches his hands up nonchalantly and immediately picks the ball, which is just, again, the interceptions in this game are a massive issue. And it's not just me being bad, like basically everyone I've seen talking about this game says that they're throwing like 4 or 5 picks every single game, regardless of difficulty. Oh my gosh, another fumble. And we recover it yet again, thankfully. A minute 41 left in the fourth. We still have a 6-point lead. They have 2 timeouts left. So this is theoretically a win right here. You would assume. Hand off. Oh, he's rolling, he's rolling. So there's your first timeout for Navy. Just need to go. Where do we go here? Maybe with they. We have the halfback smash. Oh, but immediately gets blown up their 3rd and 6. So we're now forced to pass. This, it's not what we want. The situation would have liked to have kept us on the ground and just converted it on the ground. But alright, we have a streaking RB. But it's crazy. Look at that. What just happened? I hit RB, but my QB threw it directly to the other team. He didn't even throw it close to my guy. And their first play of the next drive, they get that touchdown. It's things like that or what makes me not like this game as much as I should, because that interception shouldn't have happened. My quarterback didn't even throw it towards the reception target that I had selected. I put a screenshot up of like where the ball went versus where I was throwing it to, but we are now down 1 with 1 minute and 14 seconds left. Which is not a great place to be in. Again, when we are 9-2 and ranked. And honestly, if I wasn't recording this game, the games I don't record, if I throw interceptions like that or something like that, I just return to hub and then start the game over again. I'm like, I'm not gonna lose on. I'm fine with a loss if it's like a real loss, but if it's just the AI cheating, then I'm like, nah, I'm not going out like this. So, realistically, yeah, a little bit elusive there, and then, of course, the QB fumbles right there. So, yeah, not great for us at the moment. And we're in the dying seconds here. 15, 28 seconds. 26. Boom. Timeout. Down 1. It's 3rd and 9. Let's see what Navy does here. Oh, there we go. 4th and 9 timeout. And they're going to go for another field goal here. Regardless, we need to. There it is. It's up and good. So 21-17. So we're down 4. We can't get a field goal. We need to go for the touchdown. So we gotta go for the Hail Mary here. At first, I'm looking at the out route on the right, B, to try and go for the sideline. But there's 1 second left in the game. I see that X right there, see if he can get this. But he doesn't, and that is the loss to Navy to finish the season. Like I said, if I hadn't been recording at the time, this loss would not have stood. As soon as that last interception was thrown, I would have backed out and restarted the game, because that's not a real loss in my mind. But advancing to the next week, and what do we get? We get the championship for the American League against Tulane. So the next episode we'll be doing that, as well as our bowl game. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day. Till next time, guys.